Hey guys and gals. Well, I finally got my truck bed out of here and I'm starting to work on the rest. I'm not really done with the truck bed yet, and I thought there'd be a problem. A very important lesson: lighting is very important when you do any sort of automotive painting or anything you want to do right. Paint turned out okay. I had a few runs, just that's my problem. But I have it out here. One of the problems I have is this is supposed to be desert tan. You know, even something remotely close to the tan van. We call it the gold van, but tan van. This is short bus yellow from what I judge. But my paint supplier has made it right after a lot of arguing. So I'm going to repaint this. But back to the point of lighting is once I got it out in daylight, I could see all my flaws, and I'm not happy about it. Not really sure. You know, there's a lot of them down this, on this section of it. Let's see if we can get in here. Put my hand out of the way. Down in this area, ripples. It's actually really bad. I don't think you can see it on camera. I don't care about the, where's it at? The dent right there. Don't care that much about that. You know, figure one or two boo-boos. I'm an amateur. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm not sure what all I filmed. But I sprayed the bed liner inside. And gotta get through the blackberries here. Laid bed liner on the bottom just for an accent, plus to protect it from all the sand and rocks that's gonna get flung up on this thing. Oh, getting hung up. Sprayed this bed liner underneath the bed, 90%. I didn't get too perfect with it because I couldn't see. Plus it's hard to breathe, hard to see with this crap flying back in your face. But because of these blemishes that I have, I'm not spending another month doing body work. I have way too many big trees around that drop needles 24/7. So I'm not gonna, the option of doing it outside doesn't truly exist. So yesterday I almost admitted defeat. I kind of did admit defeat. I said to myself and to my wife that I think we just need to spray bed liner on the whole thing. Spray the bed liner on thick enough, you're not going to see any of the blemishes, and call it good. I didn't want to do that. I want the desert tan. But I Google searched something today. Bed liner is paintable. And yes, I could buy the tintable Raptor liner from U-Pole. But I already have this. I can't return it. So what I am doing is gonna bed line this, and I'll just bed line it probably out here. I have enough air hose to bring it out for my garage. Spray the whole thing bed liner, let that cure for a bit, mask it off, and then if this new batch of paint coming my way is actually desert tan, I'll repaint just over the top of the bed liner, and it should look pretty damn perfect. But from a distance, I think it looks pretty damn good compared to what this thing was. This truck bed was in terrible shape. And once I've seen all these blemishes and the paint problems out in daylight, I don't care about front of the bed, you can't see that. I almost went off and spent about $1,200 on the brand new bed sides with truck freight to bring them out. Any blemishes they show up with are usually easy to repair compared to something that I think is a part of a demolition derby. So now we're off to the rest of Sandy. Working on the cab right now. I have ordered up the rear four-link suspension. It's going to be double triangulated. And I wanted to do airbags that I've mentioned before. I am not going to do airbags. I'm just going to suck up the cash and do the coilovers. I think that'll be the best bet. And I'm going to see about doing the coilovers and then having air shocks on here also. So if I want to haul something, then I just air them up. You know, give me that extra help. That way I don't have to readjust my coilovers. I don't have to do anything. I just pump it up with air and go from there. So I got the hood off already, and off the old hood. I bagged up all the springs, the bolts, the cowl or hood to cowl seal. Got that in its own separate bag so I don't lose it. And I've never taken these fenders off before. I looked in the book and wow, the car repair manual gives you so much information on how to get rid of these. Shows me kind of the bolts. Do this, do that, and that's it. And I'm gonna figure that, this whole process out as I go. I think I was gonna start on the driver's side. Hang on 1 minute. Being bothered. Now that I'm working, it's got time to go in for eat dinner. But yeah, I was starting on that side, but there's more crap over there. On this side, doesn't look like there's truly anything attaching. Oh, the battery box. Oh man, I gotta get rid of the batteries. I'm wanting to try and keep this truck runnable, just so I don't have to manually roll it in and out of the garage. Because once now that I have the hood off, and I get the fenders off, getting those in my trailer over here. Had a bunch of scrap metal. I'm getting rid of all the scrap metal I can, just to clean up my property some. So that's why I'm getting rid of the fenders, stuff like that. I'm gonna take the doors off, and take all the contents out that I'm reusing. Of course, the windows. I got new regulators coming. I got new door locks. I hope I left the parts inside because I disconnected those. They were rusted from the salt. So hopefully I left that stuff in there. But once that's off, I'm getting it in the garage. And this is my next section, is to get the rear corner and the rocker panels replaced on both sides. But I'm going to have the camera rolling, if I remember to turn it back on after dinner. And from this point, right here, in a second, I'll just fast forward through it all. Maybe I'll actually put some music on it so it's entertaining. I'll be back. Yum, yum. Dinner's done. Well, I was going to do the fenders first. I was thinking bring it into the garage and just get it in here. One thing that's going to be nearly impossible to do in my garage is take the doors off. So how about we work on that? Now it is important to try and keep all your bolts together. You know, many of them are the same, but there's enough in here that you probably just cross thread, screw things up. So get the baggies, label them, door hinges. I hope that stays on there because somebody, I won't say which woman of mine did it, decided to go steal my large Sharpie marker, and it's not, I can't find it in the house or in my toolbox where it belongs. She likes to borrow things and say, hey, can I borrow this if I bring it right back? Now, since I have to take the batteries out to do this, and it's 2 batteries, I'm going to deem this truck down for the count. Has a little bit of diesel in the lines, but luckily, at least for the moment, I have an electric fuel pump. So, where does it come from? I think that's the right one. Well, I guess I have to call it a night. I'll be back at it tomorrow. There's a 50% chance of rain, so here it's probably going to be a 100% chance of rain. I'll find out more in the morning. So all I have to do is at least get passenger side fender off, roll it into here. You know, I just use the tractor to push it in, or hell, the minivan. Just push it on in here. I can finish the rest, or a large chunk of it in here. And on a good day, I can roll it back outside. Thanks for watching, guys.